Faf du Plessis.
Steyn.
Another season. How are you still doing this? Talk us through it, please. You look great.
No, thanks, man. Look, I think I'm grateful I've got this inner drive within me to still keep playing the game and still competing with the youngsters. And when you do get a bit older, as you know, things get a little bit harder. So you have to make sure you put in the work to maintain at that level, because I wouldn't want to still play and not be at a level where I feel like I can still do that. So in order to do that, I have to put in the work, but it's nice for me. I enjoy it.
Look, playing, one thing from a personal point of view, obviously staying fit and healthy is great, but also you've had a great relationship with Fleming and this brand, JSK, CSK. Fleming is back again. Talk us a little bit through that relationship with him. What are your kind of plans for this new season?
No, it's a great relationship. I think as players, you look back in your career and you're going like you're very grateful for certain things that happen at certain times. And for me, getting signed the same year when I made my international debut by CSK was obviously something that if I look back now, you go, it's such a huge starting point of your career. So did 10 years with CSK in the IPL, which was an incredible part of my life. You know, it was such a great time to just be into a team, win 3 IPLs. So obviously I was very happy when they decided that they wanted to invest in South African cricket and the SA20. And then you just obviously want to be with people that you know and trust and have a good relationship with. So yeah, he's great. He's also still at that. I mean, how's he still coaching?
Oh, no,
he's done it for so many years. He does JSK, he does Texas Super Kings. I think somehow I thought I would have, where I started my IPL career, you have this like fairy tale where you finish back in the IPL and do a season with CSK. I thought always that was on the cards. But life doesn't always work out like that. So I'm glad that it's still possible to do it here, SA20. So yeah, loving playing for this team.
Well, this team has had a bit of a shake-up. I think there's only 4 returning players this season. Talk us through some of the new players that you're excited working with and captaining. Any new names that you don't want to face and you're happy to have in your team, or you don't want to bowl to that are in your team?
Yeah, I mean, that's the sad thing about big auctions. Ideally, I think when you're building leagues and teams, ideally you want to have as many retentions as possible, and to keep the core of your team always. But it doesn't work like that. You've only got a certain amount of retentions that you can keep, and then you go into the auction and you try and pursue some of the players that was part of your squad, because it is the Chennai way. You know, it's always been like back players longer than any other teams does. So this is a big turnover. There's a lot of new faces, and I walked into the dressing room and I was like, wow, this is a young team. So I remember looking to Richard Gleeson, and I said to him in the meeting, I was like, Glees, thank you for bringing the average age a little bit closer to what it is, because he's also, I mean, he's 38, so as a fast bowler, he's done a great job. So basically what you do with auctions is I go, who are the guys I don't want to face? Yep. And you try and buy them.
Yeah, that's 100% correct.
Because you're like, these guys are, and Gleeson, I think he's a fantastic bowler, and I'm very surprised that the success that he's had for Sunrisers and also Durban Super Giants in that short stint that they had with them, that he wasn't part of any of those 2 teams. So very happy to snatch him up. Warrell, same thing, did really well for Sunrisers when he played in the SA20. So really for me from last year was like pleading the management to get a bowling attack that I can think that can win competitions, because I think that's where bowlers win you the trophies. You know, batters can get man of the matches, they can score the runs, but I believe bowling attacks does that. So was extremely excited by the bowling attack we got in the auction. Gleeson, Warrell, Nandre Burger, Akilo Steyn. I think in South African conditions, a guy that bowls so well in the power play, I think is a real asset, and it's something from my side was really keen on getting, especially at Joburg. I saw the value of having a quality finger spinner in the power play. When guys came there, they were successful with good finger spinners. And then Sir Brian as well, I think he's one of the most underrated bowlers in South Africa. His economy is 6.5, career economy, and you go, how is that even possible?
Yeah.
Like, that's not even how.
It might change when he's bowling at the Bull Ring.
Yeah, but even that, like, I mean, even with that, like, that's, even if you add another a run or two, like most bowlers are at 8.5.
It's still fantastic.
It's still fantastic.
Yeah.
So I think certainly from that perspective, and then you've got Topley in there, which is another, I think, an asset in terms of the Wanderers, bounce, swing, those type of bowlers. I think swing for me is always a weapon in T20 cricket. Someone like yourself facing you, if the ball was swung, it was impossible, you know, versus just someone that bowls the ball straight.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, really excited with that. Obviously, Nandre has got an injury. Yeah, which is hopefully we can have him back like middle of the season. The strange thing, man, I don't know what you think about it, but my experience the last 2 or 3 years in SA20 is everyone is getting injured, fast bowlers. I mean, and it feels like back in your time, you guys played. You guys played a lot of cricket.
You talk about my time, I played with you, and it's no longer about me, but talk about fast bowlers quickly. We've got 2 more questions here. Bull Ring, I'm assuming that your kind of idea in which way you want to play aggressive, fast bowlers, pace bounce, try and knock over batters at the top and close out games when you see that opportunity with that extra little bounce and swing that you get.
Yeah, I think swing for me is something that I like seeing, and I think it's successful. So even last year we had some success with the guys coming in who bowled well, that moved the ball in the air. Luto Supamla had a good season, getting wickets up front. But I do feel bowling attack really strong. And then from a batting perspective, there's some real nice young talent coming through. So it's probably a little bit, if you look at the names on paper, you'd go James Vince, Faf du Plessis and Riley Rousseau and Donovan Ferreira are your experienced players. And then in between that, you'll see quite a bit of freshness coming through. And I think that's where the game's changing. It is, you've got these young guys that are coming in with no fear, taking the game on.
Yeah.
And us old horses just got to keep making sure we keep evolving with the game.
Well, season 4, what are you most looking forward to?
Honestly, just in a calendar year, like playing cricket all over around the world, the SA20 for us as players is just such a nice competition. Like you, at home, not at home for me. Obviously I live in Cape Town, but just playing in front of South African crowds, because I don't do that like the other guys anymore. I don't play for South Africa, I don't play domestic cricket. So playing in front of South African fans, that for me is the highlight of the year.
I'm sure they can't wait to watch you play. Listen, good luck, go well.
Good to see you.
Faf du Plessis, good to see you too.